Okay, pay attention to this. The screen will change when one of the two products is out. It goes on the dish machine. The picture will pop up on here of either the Smart Power dish machine detergent or the Smart Power rinse aid, and it'll tell you which one. They're color and shape coded, so you'll see when you pick up the products that they are the color and the shape of that little symbol that's on each of the lids. And that's the same for over at the 3-comp sink and here at the pre-soak. So inside of the machine here, probably gonna need to come over here, brother. I mean, because you kind of got to see down in here a little bit. All right, so you got these curtains. This is your center curtain. Very important curtain to keep in there, by the way, because it separates the soiled water on this side from the clean water on this side. So this here is called a pawl bar. There's a knuckle overlapping connection on the other side there where this grabs a hold of it, and this whole thing just comes right out. Set that there. This is called a lower wash arm, and it's got a little spindle right here, and then it just lifts right up, comes right out, and it's usually got a little water in it somewhere along the line. This is something that you want to pay attention to, because cocktail straws, lemon pits, regular straws, all that kind of stuff, unfortunately is going to find its way into these. So this is designed so that you can release these end caps and let them hang, and you can make an effort to clean all that out. Rinse it out and everything with your pre-spray. And then they screw right back on. There's one down here and one down here and one on each end. There's another wash arm up here that has a little spindle, little thumb screw right here, and then you pull this towards yourself and down. Oh, it's still zip tied. There we go. This is an upper washer. This one's out of sight, out of mind. So if you start to see poor results, this is the first one I'm going to ask you if you cleaned it recently, because you don't see it when you open the machine. Works the same way, it's just got one less finger. Just check that for straws and lemon pits and all that good stuff. Then you've got scrap trays, which collect the solid debris. You're going to want to take these over here, rinse those off regularly. This little roller here is where the other side of that long pawl bar rests on, and it just goes back and forth and back and forth. Make sure you keep all your curtains in the machine at all times. This is a final rinse drain pan, and it comes all the way out, and it has a screen inside of it as well. These are set up for a reason this way. We're replenishing and also flushing much of the fresh water out, but we're also replenishing the wash water with it, fresh water. There's a corresponding hole right there. At the bottom, this little nipple part right here fits right down into, so you'll feel it when it seats into place. You've got a final rinse manifold that goes all the way up and around. This is where the fresh hot water is introduced every time, and that's what should be the 180 degrees. These are called paddle switches. These two control the main wash motor, big black one right here. As the rack is traveling through, the wash motor is on. When it gets here, the wash motor is still on. When that one lets go, and when that one lets go, the wash motor will stop, and it activates this one, which is the final rinse paddle. That will activate the fresh water from the booster into the final rinse manifold and give you that final rinse, and at the same time it's injecting the green product from that dispenser right there.
Can you go over why the machine would keep running since you're on those pedals?
Correct. Right now the machine is in idle mode. It's powered on, but it's not in operation. The wash motor is not on. If you walk up to the machine and the motor is on, but you know there's no rack in there, it's most likely something pinning one of these switches back. Because down here at the bottom, you might want to come down in here. See where my finger is? That's a magnet. And on the other side of the wall here, there's an electrical switch.
Okay.
So when the magnet makes contact, it kills the power. So what is going to happen for sure is that a Lexan lid, a spatula, a knife, a fork,
Cutting board, something.
yeah,
right.
exactly, is going to, at some point in the life of this machine, is going to end up behind one of these.
Okay.
So the first thing you do is shut the machine off, open it, check these paddles, you know, feel down here, see, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to grab some kind of a foreign object out of it. And then close the door, boom, and it'll just be in idle mode like this. Same thing goes for the final rinse. If this final rinse stays on and you know that it should not be, there's something stuck in this one. So this final one controls just that. These two control that motor.
And one other thing that can keep it running.
It's stuck in D-line mode. There's a switch right back here. Right where my finger is, right where my middle finger is touching a toggle switch. Right? So that is D-line mode, which basically just sends straight power to the motor and it'll run until you shut it.
That'll override everything.
Exactly. We recommend that.
Got about 10 seconds.
Just call it there.
Yeah, all right.
Just call it there. That's a